Jedi! Revenge. I must have revenge. Jedi, I have been waiting for you.
I'm not sure I've made your acquaintance.
I am surprised you could have forgotten me so easily after I killed your master and you left me for dead on Naboo.
It is you.
You may have forgotten me, but I will never forget you. You cannot imagine the depths I would go to stay alive, fueled by my singular hatred for you. Your master Qui-Gon Jinn, I gutted him while you stood helpless and watched. How did that make you feel, Obi-Wan? Your rage has unbalanced you. That is not the Jedi way, is it?
You can kill me, but you will never destroy me. It takes strength to resist the dark side. Only the weak embrace it.
It was I who languished for years, thinking of nothing but you. Nothing but this moment. Look what has become of you.
Look what I have risen above.
Oh, you have a purpose here. Perhaps you are protecting something? No. Protecting someone.
The Darth Maul and Obi-Wan Kenobi rivalry is definitely one of the most iconic and emotional Star Wars rivalries of all time. Fueled with hatred, sadness, and even power. From high to low, this is the rivalry between Maul and Kenobi. We start off where Qui-Gon and Darth Maul fight for the very first time on Tatooine. While Obi-Wan and Maul don't meet face to face, this is the first time Obi-Wan Kenobi sees Darth Maul out of the Naboo starship. Again, they don't meet face to face, so let's move on. Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Maul finally meet on Naboo, where Darth Maul makes his epic entrance. Maul, Kenobi, and Qui-Gon then fight out in the legendary battle of Duel of the Fates. However, things go terribly wrong for Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan then fights Darth Maul in a one-on-one duel after slaying his master. While Obi-Wan Kenobi seems to be losing most of the fight, he does manage to chop Darth Maul's lightsaber in half during the fight to where he only has one. However, Maul is stronger with the Force, and then this happens. Maul then kicks his lightsaber down the shaft to show that he is on the top and winning the battle right now to leave Obi-Wan defenseless. However, Obi-Wan uses what he was taught from his master Qui-Gon Jinn, and then Obi-Wan Kenobi cuts Maul in half to fall down the reactor chute. Thinking Maul was dead, Obi-Wan has nothing to worry about. However, this is just the very beginning of the We move on to the Clone Wars, where Obi-Wan Kenobi is a very powerful Jedi Knight training Anakin Skywalker since he is the supposed chosen one. The clones and battle droids are fighting in a war due to the politics between the rivalry of the Separatists and Republic. Obi-Wan Kenobi is on the Republic side and fighting for the Republic. However, unknowingly to him, Maul is still alive in a junkyard. He constructs his legs using his pure hatred and anger towards Obi-Wan Kenobi. Maul was then found by his brother Savage Opress, who was told to go find his long-lost brother by Mother Talzin. Savage finds him in much distress, very low sanity, and with one word against the Jedi.
Revenge. I must have revenge.
Savage Opress then takes Darth Maul to Mother Talzin to where she can repair his legs. While Maul has functioning spider legs, Mother Talzin gives Maul a great set of legs to use in combat. Savage Opress and Maul then talk about how Maul was with Sidious, Obi-Wan Kenobi chopping Maul's legs off, and revenge.
I was apprenticed to the most powerful being in the galaxy once. I was destined to become so much more. But I was robbed of that destiny by the Jedi, by Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Then you must have your revenge, my brother.
Maul then starts by chopping the heads of innocent victims in a small village nearby and sends it to the Jedi Temple.
There will be more innocent blood on your hands, Kenobi, unless you come here. Face me. Come alone, and if you do not, this world will burn.
I have to go.
Alarmed, Obi-Wan doesn't think it's Maul at first, as he thinks he still killed him on Naboo. So he goes out to investigate the situation, and
Jedi, I have been waiting for you.
I'm not sure I've made your acquaintance.
I am surprised you could have forgotten me so easily after I killed your master and you left me for dead on Naboo.
It is you.
You may have forgotten me, but I will never forget you. You cannot imagine the depths I would go to stay alive, fueled by my singular hatred for you.
Obi-Wan then challenges Maul to a fight, saying he defeated him and that he can defeat him again. However, Obi-Wan gets blindsided by Savage Opress, who was unknowingly lurking behind him, and together they take down Obi-Wan Kenobi in an easy duel and torture him physically on their ship.
Still as weak as ever. And they call you Master.
You know, when I cut you in half, I should have aimed for your neck instead.
Anything more to say?
I like your new legs. They make you look taller.
I will make sure you stay awake long enough to feel every single cut. Your death will be beyond excruciating. You will suffer, as I have suffered. However, Maul and Savage are interrupted by Asajj Ventress, who teams up with Obi-Wan Kenobi to try to take down Maul and Savage. While Maul and Obi-Wan do out for most of the time, Savage is also giving Obi-Wan a little bit of work during the battle. However, we are going to focus on Maul and Obi-Wan here, as this is when their rivalry starts to blossom. During their fight, Maul taunts Obi-Wan Kenobi, saying how he gutted his master as he stood helpless and watched, putting anger in Obi-Wan Kenobi, in which Maul taunts him again and says, "Your rage has unbalanced you. That is not the Jedi way," and starts beating him up even more. Your master, Qui-Gon Jinn. I gutted him while you stood helpless and watched. How did that make you feel? Obi-Wan. Your rage has unbalanced you. That is not the Jedi way, is it?
Simply outmatched by the two brothers, Obi-Wan Kenobi and Asajj Ventress both agreed to flee together. However, Maul and Savage are persistent on capturing Obi-Wan, as Maul does not want Obi-Wan to go and wants him to suffer, which leads to them trying to cut down the door using their lightsabers. Luckily for Obi-Wan, he gets away and lives to fight for another day. In the meantime, Maul and Savage are still looking for Obi-Wan Kenobi and figuring out ways to get stronger and more powerful as a duo. They find a pirate ship, infiltrate it, and work with the pirates. Much to Hondo Ohnaka's displeasing, Obi-Wan Kenobi has no choice but to help someone who he has conflict towards, but also has helped in the past. And therefore, this leads to the next confrontation of Darth Maul and Obi-Wan Kenobi, which leads to an all-out brawl, and he brings along his Jedi friend Adi Gallia to the fight.
Throwing in with pirates now. Oh, how the mighty Sith have fallen.
Maul and Kenobi fight for a bit while Savage takes on Adi Gallia. Maul mentions to Kenobi how he will not ruin his plans and get in the way again.
No. I have plans, Kenobi, and you will not stand in my way this time.
The two will then duel it out on top of a broken starship while Savage still is taking on Adi Gallia. It looks like Adi Gallia has the advantage defensively. However, Savage's muscular strength and his overall combat skills are just too much for Adi Gallia to handle. Outmatched, Obi-Wan force grabs Adi Gallia's lightsaber and retreats with Hondo Ohnaka, where they devise a plan to lure the pirates over to Hondo and Savage and Maul over to Kenobi.
Retreat! Retreat! Do not let them escape!
Maul then exclaims how Obi-Wan is outmatched because Savage and him are too powerful for him, and that there are two of them and there is one of him. However, Obi-Wan has another trick up his sleeve using Adi Gallia's lightsaber that she dropped when she died to Savage Opress. They then duke it out in an all-out duel where Obi-Wan Kenobi seems to be on top at times, while the Zabrak brothers appear to be on top on the other times. Maul is visibly angry at Obi-Wan Kenobi for what he did to his brother, and they retreat out into the space starship, which this will actually lead to the... We start this out where Pre Vizsla rescues Maul and Savage, who were frozen in space in an escape pod, barely alive. Pre Vizsla repairs Savage Opress's arm and Maul's legs to where they can be functioning and work together. Pre Vizsla wants to overtake Mandalore, in which he exclaims how the Duchess is close with a Jedi named Obi-Wan Kenobi. Much to Maul's interest, he takes on this order. However, he plans to betray Vizsla and take him over and defeat him in a battle, in which he does.
I challenge you, one warrior to another, and only the strongest shall rule Mandalore.
So be it. Give him his weapon.
For Mandalore!
Like you said, only the strongest shall rule.
The Duchess is on the run and manages to contact the Jedi Temple asking for Obi-Wan Kenobi to come help her, as he is the only one she can really trust at this point. However, the Mandalorians then capture her and put her down into the prison below.
You're clear. This is a message for Obi-Wan Kenobi. I've lost Mandalore. My people have been massacred. Obi-Wan, I need your help.
And Olmec is now the Prime Minister. I can't explain everything now, but Olmec has the support of the crime families. Obi-Wan, I need your help.
Obviously alarmed by the message Duchess Satine sent to Obi-Wan Kenobi decides to go to Mandalore to help Duchess Satine. However, what Obi-Wan Kenobi does not know is that Darth Maul set this as a trap all along. And when he is alerted that Obi-Wan Kenobi is present on Mandalore, Maul decides to go out to get him.
Brace yourself!
No, it can't be.
We meet again, Kenobi. Welcome to my world. Take them back to the palace.
Darth Maul and Savage Opress then take Duchess Satine and Obi-Wan Kenobi up into their lair. However, Obi-Wan Kenobi doesn't have that much hatred towards Maul just yet, as he tries to sympathize with them, saying the decision to join the dark side was not his idea and that the Night Sisters made it for him, which leads to Maul getting really angry and saying that the decision to join was his idea.
And those who oppose it are more powerful than you'll ever be. I know where you're from. I've been to your village. I know the decision to join the dark side wasn't yours. The Night Sisters made it for you.
Silence! You think you know me? It was I who languished for years, thinking of nothing but you. Nothing but this moment.
Maul then shares to Kenobi that he never planned on killing him, but to make him feel his pain. The pain he felt when he fell down a reactor chute and was forgotten for over a decade. Maul then does this.
Remember, my dear Obi-Wan. I've loved you always. I always will.
Obi-Wan Kenobi is then imprisoned down below due to Maul's orders to let him drown in his misery. However, Bo-Katan, Duchess Satine's sister, rescues Obi-Wan Kenobi from the prison down below.
Sorry, I don't believe we've met. You are...
Bo-Katan. I'm here to rescue you. That's all you need to know.
Sounds good to me.
Obi-Wan Kenobi leaves Mandalore unharmed but heartbroken because of his love interest dying in front of him to his rival. However, Darth Maul gets some karma as Darth Sidious, his former master, is alarmed and intimidated by Maul and his rising and the amount of power he is getting. So, what Darth Sidious does is this.
Brother, I am an unworthy apprentice. I'm not like you. I never was.
Remember, the first and only reality of the Sith. There can only be two. There is no mercy. Do not worry. I'm not going to kill you. I have other uses for you.
We see Savage Opress get slayed by Darth Sidious, and Darth Maul is captured by Darth Sidious and spared alive. However, Maul escapes from the prison eventually and is given the chance to rule Mandalore once again, and Sidious tells him about the plan of Order 66. Obi-Wan Kenobi, in the meantime, is doing his own thing, and Maul and Kenobi actually don't meet again for a very long time. However, Order 66 ties these two stories into each other, as they are both aware but also unaware of what Sidious's plan was. Maul mentions Kenobi to Ahsoka and that he plans to kill Anakin Skywalker because he is the plan to the new Empire and to destroy the balance of the Force. However, Ahsoka doesn't take up on his deal and they fight, leading to Maul getting captured, Ahsoka witnessing Order 66, Maul escaping thanks to Ahsoka, and him fleeing on a ship. However, Obi-Wan Kenobi, on the other hand, is completely unaware, while Maul was somewhat aware, and gets shot by his most loyal clone, Cody, who then falls into a pool with his creature that he was riding. However, Obi-Wan manages to also survive Order 66 and flees to Tatooine to watch to the boy. And now, this leads to a... We start 5 years before A New Hope during Star Wars Rebels, where Darth Maul meets Ezra Bridger for the first time. These two connect well, and Maul plans on making Ezra his new apprentice. However, unaware to him, Obi-Wan Kenobi is actually still alive after Order 66. It's kind of ironic since Kenobi didn't know Maul was alive in the Clone Wars, and Maul didn't know Obi-Wan was alive in Rebels. But regardless, he knew he was alive after a vision with Ezra, and Ezra took him to Kenobi. Maul lured him there, and they have one last standoff.
He lives. He lives. Lost. I am lost. And yet, I can feel his presence. So close, so close. I can see him in my mind's eye. Kenobi. Kenobi! Will it end here? Like this? No. No!
No, I came here to find you. To warn you.
About Maul?
Yes! You know?
One doesn't survive as long as I have by being foolish or unprepared. Maul is an old adversary, and a persistent one at that.
But if I had what I needed, why would the holocrons send me to you?
They didn't. Maul did. And now the only one who has gained anything from all of this is...
me. Look what has become of you. A rat in the desert.
Look what I have risen above.
I have come to kill you, but perhaps it's worse to leave you here, festering in your squalor.
If you define yourself by your power to take life, your desire to dominate, to possess, then you have nothing.
And what do you have? Why come to this place? Not simply to hide. Oh, you have a purpose here. Perhaps you are protecting something? No. Protecting someone. Tell me, is it the chosen one?
He is. He will avenge us.
Obi-Wan defeats Maul in a fight, their last fight ever, where Maul dies in his biggest rival's hands. Obi-Wan still seems to show care for him though, as out of respect he shuts his eyelids. And Maul even does show some little care, saying that he will avenge us, saying that these two were taken advantage of at some point by the Empire. And with that, that's what leads us to the in conclusion. The reason why Maul hated Kenobi was because Kenobi took the chance Maul had to become a powerful Sith Lord and live a great life being on top of the galaxy. By chopping his legs off, Maul was forgotten about for over a decade and left to rot until he was found by his brother Savage Opress, in which Maul only wanted one thing on Kenobi, and that was revenge, and for him to feel how he felt whenever he got chopped in half and lost everything in life. Obi-Wan Kenobi, on the other hand, didn't hate Maul as much and considered him only to be an adversary. However, had moments to where he has shown anger towards Maul, including when he killed Qui-Gon Jinn and reminded him on the Clone Wars battle with Asajj Ventress in it. He also has shown emotion whenever Maul stabs Duchess Satine right in front of his eyes. However, a conclusion between these two is that Maul wanted revenge on him, but also hated the Empire, and the two had a mutual respect for each other, as surprising as that sounds. That is going to be it for this video. I apologize if I missed anything. Comment down below if I should do any other timelines. This took me a while to make, so I hope you guys liked it. And if I did miss anything, again, I apologize. Full rights go to the owners of the videos. I'll put them in the link in the description below. And you all have a good one. Peace.